So, hello everyone, and yes, the SWOT analysis continue. As in this segment, in this video, we are going to do the SWOT analysis and the prediction for the two-time T20 World Cup champions of 2012 and 2016, which is none other than England is also two-time winners, but they won in 2010 and 2022. But now we are going to discuss West Indies. It's quite a mixed bag their performances, but they're good at the rankings, which we will discuss. It's quite a they won the T20 World Cup in 2016, which was in India. Like only couple of guys are there into the same squad. If you look, Johnson Charles is there. Darren Samich was the captain at that time. He is now the head coach. Coaching staff is also there. Like Ravi Rampal is becoming the fast bowling coach. They can pull out surprise and pull out a heist, we can say, for a moment. We will discuss about West Indies team. So in the panel we have today on my right there's Ayan Chatterjee, Rahul. Deshpande is now will be a regular member, and at the bottom below there is Anup sir, Harsha, and Ayush. Everyone is looking very serious and very scared, but don't worry, we will make this conversation very much what to say engaging one for the viewers. So Ayan, we'll start with you as usually we do. So West Indies, like they won the third T20 international match against South Africa, but they lost the series. But the biggest positive now, I think, was Shimron Hetmeyer and that guy Shamara Joseph, who bowled the last over. They defended 16 runs in the last over. Like that was quite surprising. Like to bowl an in-swinging Yorker and to castle the middle stump, that was serious. Like Shamar Joseph is a proper red ball bowler. He hasn't played that much 30, 40 T20 internationals, but he can be the trump card for West Indies going into the T20 World Cup 2026.
Yes, of course. Shamar Joseph will be one of the trump cards, one of the key players for the West Indies going forward. But if you look at West Indies' performance, to be honest with you, Varad sir, it's been very inconsistent, as you said, and they have lost more series than they won. What their speciality is to win the dead rubbers. Before this, they played against Afghanistan, lost the first two games, then won the last T20. Now look at against South Africa. Yes, they could have been whitewashed. They saved their humility by winning the last T20. So they're very famous in winning dead rubbers. Even against Nepal in the three T20 series in UAE, they lost the first two games, then won the dead rubber. So the West Indies specializes in winning dead rubbers, in my view. Saying so, they have a very good team, the explosive batters, but the problem with West Indies is, you know what, which team will turn up. Whether they're very unpredictable. You don't know which team will turn up. Individual brilliance will get them through, but they do not play well as a unit. Yes, Shimron Hetmeyer is in good form, but their batting revolves around Shea Hope again. Hope is the only hope for them as far as consistency is concerned. And then there is a lot of players out there who are explosive T20 batters, but they have also been hit hard with Andre Russell and Nicholas Pooran retiring prematurely from the T20 side because they want to play franchisee cricket. That's another topic for another day. But West Indies, it's going to be really difficult for them how they're going to progress. I think because their group has had a change, that is in the sense Bangladesh is no longer there and Scotland has replaced them. Then the group of England, Scotland, Italy, I think they have the team to make it to the Super 8s. But once they make the Super 8s, I don't see them making the semi-finals. That's my early prediction on them. They will do well. They've got good youngsters. Quentin Sampson is someone you need to watch out for. But it's again Brandon King. Whether they'll perform as units, Roston Chase, these, that, and the other, what kind of lineup? It's a very unpredictable team in my view. So I think a Super 8 finish will be a realistic call for the West Indies because they'll enter that group which will have possibly India, South Africa, and Australia. So I don't see them going to the semi-finals. So Super 8 finish for West Indies in my view.
Yeah, Super 8 finish is quite tough if you look at how the things can go crazy for them. See, because they've got Italy, they've got England is there into the group, and Scotland is there. Right, three teams are quite tough for them. Italy, it's a first appearance for them, but they've played some good cricket. They recently defeated Ireland also. They will take a huge confidence into the T20 World Cup 26. A lot of upsets can happen. Like 2024 was a bumper lottery, like 20 teams, and no better place than India to have a lot of upsets. Like this scheduling, this allotment of T20 World Cup, I think it was good one to have India and Sri Lanka. High scoring matches are also there. If you look at West Indies schedule also, no, it's again they will have some spin trial as well. They lost T20 series against Sri Lanka, right, in 2024. They won the first match, but they lost the two back-to-back matches as well. They can't play spin that much confidently as compared to the fast bowling department. So let's have a word with now Rahul. So, Rahul, do you see Darren Sammy winning the T20 World Cup as a head coach now? Like, he's very optimistic. Always, he's like an animated person, animated coach. Like, he's like just like an playing 11 member kind of like, just like Baz of England, Gambhir of India, Shukri Conrad of South Africa, just like that. Darren Sammy is that. He said like anything can happen. He believes in this team. But there are, as I said earlier in the video as well, there are four stages in the World Cup. Like, it's going to be quite complicated. Like, even if you lose one stage, tata, bye bye, khatam. All the journey can end very quickly. So, what's do you think? Like, do West Indies have that X factor and that aura?
Yeah, I think they do have that X factor because it is a good team, West Indies. But I mean, you mentioned about Darren Sammy lifting as a coach. It depends on how he motivates the team through tough situation. And for example, we saw the New Zealand Test series, right? They drew at New Zealand, but they unfortunately couldn't win the Test series. But again, Darren Sammy has been a really good captain for them in T20s. So it all depends on how he controls the team and how he manages the team environment throughout that World Cup, and especially in pressure matches, because we know that teams like Italy, Scotland, they won't do much harm to West Indies. I mean, I'm hoping that they won't do much harm compared to England and later on Australia and South Africa. But yes, I mean, I'm very excited to see what West Indies bring to the table because they were knocked out of that 50 over format, so we couldn't see them winning. I mean, playing in the 50 over World Cup last year as well. But this year with the T20 side, it is kind of their format because they have won it twice. And yeah, very excited, and let's see what Darren Sammy brings to the table as a coach. Like his very interesting to see his methodologies and his approaches while coaching his players.
Yeah, it's not like coaching as well. Like, he was part of that two-time World Cup winner. He's the only one who has won two times T20 World Cup as a captain. Like, nothing has happened. Like, even if you look at Aaron Finch was the one. Like, even Owen, not Owen. Oh yes, Josh Butler was in 2021. No captain has won back to back. Not back to back in span of three titles. No one has won.
Three
But if
titles.
you look at,
Yes.
I was just having the schedule check with. Uh, all the website and all these things. West Indies, they are playing in Mumbai against England on 11th of February, and then they are playing against Nepal as well.
Scotland on opening day.
Oh
They're
yes,
playing.
Scotland. Apart from that, I'm day 15th, they are playing in Mumbai against Nepal again. And yes, so the Mumbai is two matches for them, and one match is at Kolkata, Italy one. And yes, they are playing against Scotland as well as Kolkata. So Kolkata and Mumbai is a batting track completely. Like, no one better than Ayan can say about Kolkata is from Kolkata only. Borders are also very short of Kolkata. And the ball also turns. They have a that kind of extra privilege. Like, the curator doesn't listen to anyone. No offense. I just came. I just analyzed it. We have gotten a lot of statements from that curator and everything from KKR's dugout. So now we'll get back to Harsha. So Harsha, like West Indies, no one expects them to win, but even in 2016 they were not the favorites to win the World Cup, because see, in 2016 I remember there all the travels and expenses were carried out by the former players such like Brian Lara, the great legends. Some players they contributed, like the board literally disowned them, like they didn't have the funds also to travel. This time it's a little bit better, but still they openly say that we have politics going on, because Andre Russell retired just when 2024 July he retired. 4 to 6 months were remaining T20 World Cup. Nicholas Pooran retired at the age of 29. Like, two main key players gone. Carlos Brathwaite, they don't pick him because we don't know the exact reason. He's playing in Legends League. I mean, seriously, 34, 35 years he is. And two players are gone, but they have Romari Shepherd is there, Jason Holder is there. They have the backup, quality backup as well. But this is quite complicated for West Indies as well, because Mumbai, Kolkata, it can turn the ball. See, they lost against Scotland as well in 2022 edition, and they were knocked out of T20 World Cup, and so they lost it against Ireland. They lost two matches, and Tata bye bye. This time also can happen. And yes, as Rahul mentioned, like in 2023 World Cup, they missed out on qualification. And now okay, 19-20 का फासला चल रहा है West Indies and Bangladesh for the qualification. Someone is at 8, someone is at 9. So it's a tussle going on between the two nations. A lot of uncertainty is still there, but they have the firepower, power hitters like, so things can also go very optimistic for West Indies. So what's your take? Like especially with the bowling department, see they have got Akil Hussain, they have got Gudakesh Moti, Shamar Joseph, Jason Holder. They have the bowlers. Like they have played a lot of matches. Shamar Joseph is also there now. So you never know. Like if they start good, no, Scotland is the biggest hurdle because if at the back of the mind they would be thinking we lost against Scotland in 2022. Oh, that will be there. And Sammy was not there as a part of coaching staff or anything, but he was a member of Great West Indies. Oh, that can haunt them. Scotland has nothing to lose. Like that, they will say just play. बांग्लादेश का गिफ्ट मिल गया उनको, चलो आ जाते हैं खेलने के लिए हम. So it's like in gully cricket, no? Like if if one player doesn't come to play, we call our neighbor. Come on, play to cricket. Like that happened with Scotland. But no, they're a good team. What do you think? Like West Indies, can they make a dramatic turnaround and get their third trophy and create a chaos in world cricket again?
So I will start from the first, like I'll 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 complete it quickly. But once upon a time there was a team called West Indies, like they were the beast in the T20 format. So nowadays they're not having good funds, so that they're facing a lots of so many traumatic things in the uh, cricket board things. And there are the big players name called Andrew Russell, Nicholas Puran, and everybody. You can see that in the squad there is Alzheimer Joseph also. He is the main bowler for the T20 World Cup, but is not there in the squad. But this can cause the damage to the T20 World Cup squad. Like depending on only on the Shamar Joseph is not a good thing. Like adding Alsari Joseph also is good because batter may score runs, but bowlers may win the tournament. Like they can take quick wickets and they can win. Like we can see in the 2024 World Cup final, Bumrah and Arshdeep has taken quickly wickets and turn to the Indian. So bowlers make win for the tournament. So coming to the West Indies squad, there is a good players called Sheo, Braden King, and Romeo Shepherd. 4 or 5 players good, very good. And Roshan Chase was a good all-rounder, but not as compared to the Andrew Russell and all the things. He's very too low. So there is no good players called, like only Shamar Joseph is also dedicated to the red ball cricket. He didn't play so many white ball cricket matches, and he gets easily injured. So depending on him is not very good to the West Indies teams. So I think West Indies are not the good contenders to win World Cup. Like as Varad said that previously West Indies got lost to the Scotland team, that may hurt for West Indies team. That's my take.
Yeah, they did lost to, but England is also there. Italy is also there. So you never know
Yeah.
how the things can go. Very good as well can get messy as well. It depends on the top order, like Brandon King, Johnson Charles, Shea Hope, Shivrod Hetmeyer. Rutherford also is a kind of X factor for them. He scores consistently, whether it's in a league, whether it's in a T20 for T20 internationals. They have to look at all the things here. So अभी आयुष शेखर आपके पास आते हैं. जिस तरीके का अभी जो वेस्ट इंडीज एक जमाने में टेस्ट की टीम हुआ करती थी, ओडीआई की टीम हुआ करती थी, वो भी T20 की, लेकिन इतने अच्छे रिजल्ट्स भी नहीं. देखो न्यूजीलैंड में आप हार रहे हो, आप साउथ अफ्रीका में हार रहे हो, आपका जो शे होप है वो स्टार्टिंग का एक मैच खेलता नहीं क्योंकि वो थक गया था AC20 खेलकर, और वो नेपाल के अगेंस्ट भी नहीं खेलते हैं. इवन जो अफगानिस्तान के अगेंस्ट भी सीरीज हुई थी ना अभी दुबई में हुई थी, वहां पर भी सेकंड स्ट्रिंग स्क्वाड भेजा जाता है. मतलब जहां पे पूरा प्रायोरिटी ही ऐसा है कि आप पहला प्रायोरिटी दो लीग्स को, और जब थोड़ा टाइम मिले तो अपने देश के, ठीक है वो देश नहीं, वेस्ट इंडीज देश है ही नहीं. इट्स लाइक 20 ऑड आइलैंड्स जो एक देश को बनाते हैं, क्योंकि अगर सारे के सारे आ गए बारबाडोस, ट्रिनिडाद टोबैगो, तो बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेशंस हो जाएंगे, कहाँ के प्लेयर कहाँ के समझ में नहीं आएगा. बट वो कहते हैं देश प्रेम है ही नहीं, मतलब वेस्ट इंडीज को. लास्ट ओवर से प्लेयर्स आते हैं कैजुअल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से, खेलना है तो खेलो नहीं तो मत खेलो. वैसी भी डिमांड तो बहुत है वेस्ट इंडीज की पावर हिटर्स है. तो अचानक से क्या पीक कर पाएंगे ये वेस्ट इंडीज? व्हाट यू से?
वेस्ट इंडीज को अगर हम देखें तो पिछले कई समय से वो सीरीज कभी किसी कंट्री में जीत रहे हैं, चाहे अपने कंडीशन में चाहे बाहर के कंडीशन में। अब आप देखो तो इंडिया के खिलाफ जो सीरीज हुआ था 5 मैच का, तो उसमें 2-3 से जीता था वेस्ट इंडीज ने। अभी रिसेंटली बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ तो व्हाइट वॉश ही कर दिया था। तो ये वो टीम है जो कभी भी किसी ने आपको लगेगा कि यार आज ये मूड में नहीं लग रहे हैं खेलते हैं, लेकिन आउट ऑफ द सडन इतना वो आ जाते हैं फॉर्म में कि आप बहुत चक्कर रह जाते हो कि यार हुआ क्या। बॉडी लैंग्वेज देख के तो लग रहा है कि यार ये खेलने के मूड में नहीं थे। अचानक इनमें वो कौन सी जोश भर दिया गया जिसकी वजह से ये चार्ज अप हो गया आगे। कमिंग टू द पॉइंट, आपने बोला कि वेस्ट इंडीज 2 बार जीता, 2 बार कैप्टनसी में। उस वक्त की वेस्ट इंडीज ऐसी थी कि एक से बढ़कर एक मैच विनर्स थे। ओपनर भी आपके अच्छे खासे थे, मिडिल ऑर्डर में भी था, और सुनील नारायण नया नया आया था, उसकी बॉलिंग को कोई नहीं पहचानता था। एक फाइनल जो हुआ था उसमें लोएस्ट स्कोरिंग फाइनल था। सबको लगा कि इजी वे में श्रीलंका जीत जाएगा क्योंकि उनके पास एक से बढ़कर एक। लेकिन जो एक बार जो उनका कोलैप्स स्टार्ट हुआ, फिर वो उठ ही नहीं पाए, जिसकी वजह से क्या हुआ कि वेस्ट इंडीज वो लो स्कोरिंग गेम इनकाउंटर वाला जीत गया। और इंडिया वाला जो हुआ था उसमें तो 6 बॉल में 19 रन चाहिए था। अगर उस दिन बेन स्टोक्स अच्छी बॉलिंग करता है तो कुछ बात बनती, लेकिन उसने सारी बॉल कार्लोस ब्रैथवेट के एकदम कहते हैं ना ऐसी ऐसी जगह पे फेंका जहां से वो हिट करता ही गया। मतलब ना स्लोवर हुआ, ना बाउंसर, ना कुछ, नो वेरिएशन, सीधा वो मारने पे उतर आया। अभी की टीम अगर आप देख लो तो आज आज के डेट में कोई भी एसोसिएट नेशन हरा दे रहा है। टेस्ट नेशन तो हराते हैं, एसोसिएट नेशन भी हराते हैं। और हमें हैरानगी नहीं होगी कि अगर इटली जैसी टीम जो फुटबॉल के लिए जानी जाती है, वो टीम अगर वेस्ट इंडीज को हरा दे तो नॉट सरप्राइज, क्योंकि नेदरलैंड ने भी एक बार इंग्लैंड को हराया है 2009 T20 जो लॉर्ड्स में खेला गया था। बहुत सारे ऐसे अप्स एंड डाउन, उलट फेर बहुत हुए हैं। और ये पहली कंट्री है जिसका कप्तान 2 बार T20 भी जीता है, और सेम मतलब कहते हैं सब एशियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट में इकलौती टीम है ये जो 2 बार जीतती है। और किसी कप्तान ने ऐसा नहीं किया, ना किसी सब कॉन्टिनेंट में रिपीट हुआ हो कि T20 वर्ल्ड कप जीते। ये वेस्ट इंडीज नहीं किया अभी तक। 2 बार स्टार्टिंग में किया था वर्ल्ड कप में, 2 बार ये T20 वर्ल्ड कप में किया।
Yeah, T20 World Cups, like they just transformed their game, West Indies, but their stats aren't that great, because spin can destroy them again. Because Mumbai also surface turns a lot. Mumbai has red soil, but Kolkata has black soil, if I'm not wrong.
वहीं पे टिक गया था ना।
हाँ हाँ, वो तो है, वो है, दिक्कत है वैसे वेस्ट इंडीज को। जिस तरीके का टॉप ऑर्डर अगर अच्छे से जाते तो वो जीत जाएंगे। Shibron Hetmeyer is also there. They have brought back Shibron Hetmeyer. That's a good thing. Roshan Cheese is also there. The stabilizer is there. Like, see how it's important to win the middle overs phase. That's what will hurt West Indies. They see in the power play overs they will score around 60 runs, 50-60 runs. In the death overs also 50-60 runs. But those middle overs, those 8 overs, 7 to 15, if they can score another 60, it's perfect for them for this entire tournament. Bowling can do wonders as well. See, they have a lot of leadership people. Jason Holder also has captained West Indies in T20 internationals. Robman Powell, he took the team to a new high, and that's now Sheho. So 3 leaders are there in the team. मतलब झगड़े भी बहुत हो सकते हैं अगर हार गए तो मैचेस. So it's a problematic situation also. West Indies some good things also. And now we will talk about with Anup sir. So Anup sir, like West Indies, like Russell gone, but Shepard's muscle power is there. Holder is also there. Akil Hossain can also bat. Long batting lineup, like just like 2016, the side is quite similar. 10 to 11 batters, full of all rounders and all these things. But Darren Sammy alone can't do the magic, because in last World Cup 2024, they lost against South Africa and missed out on the semi-finals. They're playing at their home conditions. They were in a very good position throughout the tournament, but England thrashed them. So did South Africa, and same thing can happen again. Mumbai, Kolkata is the venue for them, but Scotland, like they can spoil the party, and you don't have time to what to say. वो कहते हैं ना, उभरने के लिए वक्त भी नहीं है. आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हो, मीटिंग्स कर रहे हो, नेट सेशंस, बूम, अगेन प्लेइंग गेम. So West Indies big threat. We can say it's not England, it's Scotland. To be honest, what to say?
Yeah, Scotland, everyone are talking a lot about this team, but just an update before going to West Indies. In today's warm-up match versus Afghanistan, Scotland lost very badly to Afghanistan. Scored around only 130 to 136 runs in anticipation of 186 runs, and none of their batters have performed that well. Saying so, the current form matters a lot, so we'll come back to Scotland team. But before that, West Indies team, yeah, on paper, it looks a solid team once again centered around Shea Hope, as Ayan Chatterjee mentioned. And then after Shea Hope, they do have a power hitters like Roman Powell, Romario Shepherd, or you might say Shimran Hetla, who was in good nick in a series versus South Africa. What will hurt them in India is their inconsistent performance, either with the ball or with the bat. And no doubt, Jason Holder is the most experienced player. He took retirement from Test and ODIs only to concentrate, not to retirement, but he opted not to play Test and ODIs, only to concentrate on this T20 World Cup. Now, it would be exciting to see how he makes this T20 World Cup. As you know, saying so, Darren Sammy is a good tactical man outside the field, a good coach, but now what reflects on the field are the ideas ऑफ द कोच. मतलब कोच ज्यादा से ज्यादा आप तो प्लान ए प्लान भी दे सकता है, बट it's up to the players to execute that on the field. And saying so, I see a weakness of West Indies in their bowling lineup only. Because as you say, Shamar Joseph, he has not bowled much in a white ball conditions. And secondly, Shamar Joseph is also susceptible to injury. So you never know what can happen. And certainly their spinners, Atil Hussain, make them handy, but with dew around in these conditions in India during the night time or in the afternoon time, they won't have any dew. But in the night time, if West Indies are playing somewhere, so the dew will be playing a very big factor in India. So let's see how West Indies, their major issues will be like you mentioned, 7 to 15 overs, and how their batters perform consistently. Because Brandon King, Johnson Charles, इतनी कंसिस्टेंसी थी उम्मीद है नहीं उनसे, बट seeing their group, they can easily pass through group first stage. Their real problem starts in the Super 8, where they comes against the big giants of India, Australia, and South Africa. So there West Indies can दो down, and West Indies तो उतना ही एडवांटेज है कि वो अभी अभी साउथ अफ्रीका से सीरीज खेलते आए हैं, बट देन वर्ल्ड कप becomes a very different proposition for West Indies as well. So let's see how it goes. My prediction for West Indies is like they are going through only Super 8s only. I can't see West Indies beyond Super 8. So let's see what's going on in their group. Even their group can be excited if other associates teams like Scotland, Italy, and Nepal rises above the ranks. And because Nepal now has an experience of beating a West Indian side, so you never know. In World Cup, Nepal might beat West Indies. So let's see how West Indies adapt quickly to the Indian condition. Because 2016 it was different. It was like 2016 they had the power hitters like Trisdale at the top. Then they had someone that Lendl Simmons, Marlon Samuels, the regular performance, Darren Sammy with charismatic captainship. और सबसे ज्यादा उधर उनके मन में चिढ़ थी, वो ईदो से खेले थे वो 2016 का वर्ल्ड कप, दैट आर बोर्ड दिन सपोर्टर्स, वी विल विन इट फॉर आर सेल्फ एंड नॉट द बोर्ड और नॉट एनी कंट्री कॉल्ड वेस्ट इंडीज. तो ये ईदो पे आए तो वेस्ट इंडीज बहुत खतरनाक टीम है, बट इस वर्ल्ड कप में वेस्ट इंडीज के पास ऐसा तो ईदो स्टेट मोटिवेशन भी नहीं है कि जाते वर्ल्ड कप जीतो करते. Though Darren Sammy would want to repeat his feat in India as a coach now, but for that the team really had to perform well in all the departments, which looks slightly under par at the moment. So my prediction is like Super 8s for West Indies. That's it.
Yeah, Super 8s, like if they go to Super 8s, they already will be in a very tough group because some predictions are coming out like India, Australia, South Africa, West Indies. Like wow, like earlier it was a group of death of South Africa and New Zealand and West Indies. No, New Zealand and South Africa. So now it will be quite tough. So if you ask about my prediction, I'm going with semi-finals for West Indies. I don't think they will get out easily, but one mind also says that they can be eliminated again, just like 2022 T20 World Cup, because pitches are quite confusing. And see, Scotland and Italy have got nothing to lose. Like if they win, they will etch their names into the history of T20 World Cup, especially for Scotland and Italy. And yes, if Scotland wins, gets to Super 8, no, they will get an automatic qualification for the next T20 World Cup 2028. So that will be their biggest aim and a biggest achievement if they do that, Scotland, because last time they missed out in 2024 when they were in the group placed of Australia, England, and there was Netherlands. If no, there's another team, we will get back to that. But if they this time get to Super 8, so they get an automatic qualification. Because see, last time USA qualified for Super 8 and they got automatic qualification. It's simple as that. The Super 8 teams they stay as it is, and the rest teams, like next 10 to 12 teams, they come through rankings and qualifiers and everything. So West Indies, like Ross Sanchez, I remember Darren Sammy had said that Ross Sanchez is the role player kind of player, a stabilizer. That's a big responsibility because they think that Ross Sanchez will be the next Marlon Samuels, but it's not easy. Marlon Samuels, I remember in 2012, he smashed 3 sixes to Lasith Malinga in 1 over, back-to-back sixes. He just took on Lasith Malinga in that final T20 World Cup 2012. And in 2016, everyone gives credit to Carlos Brathwaite, but it was a knock of Marlon Samuel, 70 to 80 runs he had scored when the top order failed everything. They could have lost very badly, but Samuel stood there tall and took responsibility. So can Ross Sanchez imitate some kind of, we can say, be the next Marlon Samuel? Because he's also now 33 years old. Don't know how long he will play. There are some problems as well. Some really good, exciting encounters coming of West Indies group. England, Italy, and Scotland is there. 3 matches will be very tough for them. Nepal is also there in their group, but Nepal also has defeated them. No doubt, they defeated a second string team, but they will have. I think everyone will be confident against West Indies. Wow, like this is the what you call the T20 World Cup. Like क्या खौफ था पहले वेस्ट इंडीज का और अब हम हराएंगे वेस्ट इंडीज को सबके सब कहेंगे चारों के चारों. Wow. But you never know. T20 is a game of uncertainty. So thank you everyone, Rahul, Harsha, and the three S's, Ayush, Ayan, and Anup, sir. And yeah, yes, stay tuned with us. We are covering other matches, other not matches, matches तो आने वाले हैं अभी. पहले हम बता नहीं सकते. We are not Nostradamus, and we will cover the other teams as well. A lot of teams are still remaining, and hopefully we will deliver it with you very soon. So thank you everyone. Yeah. Stay tuned.
Bye.